September 17, 2025. The air conditioning in the KBO draft hall was struggling to keep pace with the building tension, and the draft boards, cluttered with crossed-out names and cryptic notes, looked less like scouting reports and more like battlefield maps. As the proceedings entered the unpredictable territory of the fourth round, the Doosan Bears held the 37th overall pick, and when their selection was announced, an outfielder fresh off the plane from the Tampa Bay Rays organization named Shin Woo-Yel, a collective, bewildered murmur swept through the room.
This was not the expected college graduate or a raw high school prospect. This was the ghost of a player this very league had rejected 6 years ago, a ghost who had successfully forced his way into the American minor league system only to voluntarily sever that golden cord and return home. We are diving deep into the seismic, self-engineered second chance of Shin Woo-Yel.
Welcome, baseball lifers, to 601 Daily News, where we analyze the hard data behind the heart-stopping decisions that change the game. To understand the audacity of this moment, we must rewind to 2019. Shin Woo-Yel was finishing his high school career at Beijing High, putting up a remarkable line, a 0.433 batting average, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases. By all metrics of pure offensive output, he should have been a mid-round lock, a safe pick. Yet the scouting reports were brutally cold. Lackluster frame, they said, insufficient defensive certainty. The 2020 KBO draft came and went, and his name was never called. That rejection, that profound lack of faith, became the crucible.
Instead of opting for the typical route, a local college or a developmental contract, Shin took the advice of his coach and chose the road of maximum resistance, America. Many dismissed it as a pipe dream, a desperate maneuver by a player who couldn't accept reality. As one veteran KBO scout, who will remain anonymous, bluntly put it at the time, he's chasing the myth. Without a formal MLB contract out of high school, this path is nearly suicidal.
But the suicide mission transformed into a revelation. In the U.S., grappling with a language barrier so severe that he struggled to understand basic coaching instructions, he committed himself entirely to his physical and technical development. Working with an American trainer, he underwent a physical metamorphosis, adding nearly 20 kilograms of muscle. The results in the JUCO circuit were undeniable and staggering. Look at his 2023 performance. In 47 games, he slashed .407, .541, .772, translating to a monstrous 1.313 OPS, leading his team in virtually every major hitting category. That .541 on-base percentage, achieved by drawing 44 walks against 33 strikeouts, was the siren call that finally caught the attention of major league organizations. This time, the call came not from a desperate agency, but from the Tampa Bay Rays, who selected him in the 16th round of the 2023 MLB draft. A historic moment, making him the first Korean player ever to be undrafted by the KBO and subsequently selected in the MLB draft via the U.S. college route.
However, the euphoria of the draft quickly evaporated under the intense heat of professional minor league baseball. The challenge of single-A pitching proved dramatically different from the college level. In 2024, facing complex breaking balls and increased velocity, Shin's contact rate dropped and his batting average hovered in the low 200s. Critics piled on immediately. The American experiment failed, many argued. The power is gone and he has a gaping hole in his swing.
He simply can't hang with velocity. This is the precise counter-argument that must be refuted with surgical data. While his average was low, his trademark patience persisted. In single-A, Shin maintained an OBP hovering in the mid-300s, far exceeding his average. This tells the expert observer a crucial truth. He was struggling with contact, yes, but his pitch recognition, his ability to control the strike zone and force the pitcher to enter his attack window was still elite. This skill is notoriously difficult to teach and is the foundational difference between a platoon player and a perennial threat. Then came the true plot twist, the moment of profound decision. Facing the reality that he was stagnating and nearing the mid-20s, the point where single-A players are routinely filtered out, Shin Woo-yeol did the unimaginable. He didn't wait to be released. He went directly to the Rays front office and demanded his discharge.
His mission was clear: return to the KBO draft immediately. Because he had been undrafted back in 2020, he was not subject to the typical 2-year waiting period imposed on players who reject a KBO draft pick, allowing him to enter the 2026 proceedings right away. The KBO scouting landscape was immediately polarized. At the pre-draft showcase, evaluations were split down the middle. One general manager reportedly told his staff, "This is too risky."
He's 25, needs immediate production, and his contact issues against minor league arms mean he could be completely exposed in the KBO First Division, mid to late rounds only if at all. Yet the Doosan Bears brass saw something different. Their chief analyst, a man known for embracing the Moneyball philosophy of OBP, reportedly pounded his fist on the table. "Forget the single-A batting average. We are not drafting a 220 hitter. We are drafting a
350 OBP machine with legitimate 20-homer power potential, which, when combined with his speed, is an immediate asset." Doosan's shocking fourth-round selection was a declaration that they trusted the advanced metrics over the consensus fear of risk. So, what does Doosan expect? Given his age, the pressure is immense. This is not a project player. This is a player expected to earn an immediate call-up, perhaps initially as a pinch hitter, demonstrating his elite plate discipline against KBO closers. The long-term vision, however, is grander, plugging him into the middle of the order, becoming that powerful, patient outfielder who can deliver 20-plus home runs. The concerns about defense and arm strength are real, but Doosan believes those deficiencies are correctable or manageable compared to the rarity of his offensive profile. The 6 years Shin spent navigating the labyrinth of U.S. baseball, the language barriers, the 20-kilogram transformation, the high-flying college success, and the subsequent minor league failure, were not wasted years.
They were the intense heat and pressure that forged calluses, turning raw ambition into professional resilience. His journey mirrors the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, full count. He did not hit the successful home run in the U.S., but crucially, he learned how to stand in the box and refuse to strike out, taking the hardest paths to ensure his roots are now deeper than any player who took the easy route. We look forward with intense expectation to the moment Shin Woo-yeol elevates a ball over the Jamsil Stadium wall, decorating the night sky and launching the spectacular second act of his baseball life. Thank you sincerely for watching this video all the way through. If you appreciate this kind of deep dive baseball analysis, please do us a huge favor. Like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and hit that subscribe button for 601 Daily News. Which part of Shin Woo-yeol's dramatic journey, his rejection, his MLB draft, or his return, do you think will define his career with the Doosan Bears? Let us know in the comments below.